Guys, what is the secret of achieving that most flaky, flavorful, and delicious Nigerian meat pie? Stay with me because today I'm going to be showing you how to achieve a very sweet and delicious Nigerian fish roll, perfect for snacks, parties, or just treating yourself. Trust me, this recipe is super easy. And disclaimer, I am not a pastry chef, I am not a baker, I just enjoy doing these things, and that's why I've come to show you guys. So our first step will be to prepare our fish. So I honestly didn't know that my phone was not recording the process of making the filling for this fish roll, but the steps are very easy. You just steam up your fish, then you stir fry it with I stir fry mine with some shredded carrots, some sweet corn, and some light seasonings to just add spice to it, and that was all. And then our second step would be to make our dough. So you go in with your flour, your baking powder, some salt, butter, and one whole egg. As usual, the ingredients will be in the description box to guide you on what to do. So after mixing all of this in, you now rub it in with your hands. Rub in this mixture with your hands until it looks like fine bread crumbs. This step is what gives the fish roll that flaky texture. Yes, then I also added some milk flavor just for additional taste. Nothing serious. Then I continue to mix it. Continue to mix this until you are not feeling any lumps. Like I said, until you achieve a very fine bread crumbs. Then I also added milk. Yes, sometimes it is advisable, not even sometimes, I think if you have the capacity to use only milk as the liquid in your dough, by all means go ahead, because it is going to help in making your dough not to be very sticky. Yes, so I also added my fish stock because it's not going to go to waste. I added the remaining fish stock from my fish that I steamed. Then you now gradually add water little by little and mix until it forms a soft dough. So you knead the dough gently for about 5 minutes until it's smooth and stretchy. Then you cover it and allow it to rest for about 10 minutes or 15 minutes, and your dough will be ready. Our dough has rested and our filling is ready. Now it is time to assemble. So in a flat surface, you're just going to go in and sprinkle some flour on the surface. This is to avoid our dough from sticking to the surface. If it sticks, it will be very difficult for you to roll out. And then you go ahead to bring out your dough and just slap it, give it a little slap. Then after doing this, you are going to now cut it into smaller portions. Cutting it into smaller portions will help it in rolling out easily. So after you cut it, just cut it into any size. Honestly, this is not donuts that we are making, so we do not need to weigh it or measure it or whatnot. So after cutting it, I still like to slap my own a little bit. Just slap it. I'm so playful. So after doing this, we are now going to roll it out. You roll your dough lightly on your floored surface. Please make sure that while rolling out your dough, you consistently check that your dough is not too thick and it is not too light. Make sure that your dough is not too thick, because this is going to make it to not fry well inside. If it is too thick, your fish roll might likely be raw inside when you're done making it. After rolling that out, we are now going to cut it. You're going to cut your dough into a rectangle or square shape, depending on how big you want your fish rolls to be. I just cut mine into a square shape. You just cut off the edge, you cut off those edges and just form a square. Basically, it's just like when you're making meat pie and you're trying to form a circle, but a fish roll you're going to form either a square shape or a rectangle shape. So you just cut off all those edges that looks shapeless and you're going to get a very perfect square or a rectangle. I'm sure that we learned how to draw in primary school. So after doing this, we are now going to bring out our fish filling, and we'll add a spoonful of this fish filling in by the side of this dough. Yes, you're going to add this by the side of this dough. Please be generous. Be generous. Don't be like Nigerian sellers. Like if you buy fish roll, you will not see anything in the middle. So be generous and add a spoonful of this fish filling by the side of your dough. So after doing this, you're now going to go ahead to roll it over. Yes, we'll go ahead to fold it up, and this is, please, while you are putting your fish filling to be excess and to be very generous, make sure to not overpack it, because it will be hard for you to fold it up if your filling is too much. So what you're going to do now is fold the edges over, roll it lightly but yet tightly. If you get me, you get me. So just make sure to fold this over, and make sure to also seal the edges by pinching them up with your hands or using a fork. You're going to see that when I finish. You're going to see how I pinched mine when I finish rolling it up. You can see that as I'm rolling it, some of my fish fillings are falling out by the side because I was too stubborn and I put it too much. So you're going to just roll that out. After rolling out, then you use your hand to pack up that side and just seal it up a little bit with your hands like I did. Pinch it, or you use a fork, and that's it, guys. You do the same with the other doughs. And if you want to fry your fish roll as long as that, then perfect for you, but I like to cut mine into smaller sizes like this, and that's it. Already our oil is heating up in the fire, and while our oil is heating up, we just test run it to check whether it's very hot with a little pinch of salt, and the salt seals the wood, so we went ahead to frying. So you just carefully place your fish roll into the oil, a few at a time. Do not overcrowd your frying pan, and fry this until they are golden brown and crispy. This should take about 3 to 5 minutes per batch, and once they are done, just remove them from the oil, drain them in your strainer or your paper towel to remove excess grease. And guys, our fish roll is ready. After these steps, our fish roll is very ready. You're going to see a very golden perfection, trust me. And guys, here we have it, our delicious and flaky fish roll. Guys, see the fish filling. Your Nigerian vendors will not do this for you, so do your fish roll at home. The fish filling was very flavorful and the crust was so soft and flaky. You see, this one that I'm opening now is for you guys. Take a bite. Thank you guys so much for watching.